for our climate change actions. And one of those outside-the-box ways is the tried and tested networking. Networking is about making connections and building enduring and mutually beneficial relationships. This is not only good for business, but it is also essential in developmental work. Creating partners is key to augmenting the limited resources of local government units. Key social programs such as health and education can be augmented through partnerships with the private sector. And so, to tell us more about networking and creating partnerships, let us all welcome Mayor J.R. Coro of Del Carmen, Siargao.
Change starts with me. I want to be whatever it takes to show that I care.
Good afternoon,
More
Mayor.
than myself, I have been aware of what's going on.
For too long.
Salamat po. Good afternoon to everyone. Sa ating Climate Change Commission led by Secretary Siring, of course, our Governor, ever supportive, Governor Matugas, sa aking mga kasamahang mga mayors, sa lahat ng mga kasamahan natin sa gobyerno. Yung pong aming networking ay hindi po pyramiding. Networking lang po sa proyekto. Pitch din po muna, kagaya po ni Governor Salceda. Pipitch muna kami ng Siargao. Maraming salamat po. Sana nakagising po yun. Ayos ba? Again, good afternoon. I'm Mayor J.R. Matugas Coro II. I'll be sharing with you our experience in linking our way to resiliency. Sa bayan po ng Del Carmen, kami po ay napakaliit na bayan. We're one of the 9 municipalities in the island of Siargao. We're part of Surigao del Norte. So, lahat naman po tayo mayroong problema. Most of us, most of the mayors, the municipalities face problems on food security. Lahat po tayo tinatamaan disaster. Ang Siargao po ay isa sa pinaka-vulnerable na isla sa Pilipinas. At meron din po tayong problema sa basic services. Yan po ang problema po ng basura na sinabi po nating butihing mayor ng Cain. Nawala. Yun. Anong nangyari? Ayaw. Yun. Ito po yung mga naranasan natin this past few years and this past few days. Grabe po talaga ang nangyari. Nagpapasalamat po kami sa Diyos at na-spare po ang Siargao. Actually po, kami yung unang dapat tatamaan. Nung Pablo, kami rin. For some reason, lumihis. Nung ngayong Yolanda, kami rin yung unang dapat tatamaan pero hindi bumaba yung bagyo. Bumaba siya sa may giwa na. So naligtas po ang Siargao. Kung hindi po naligtas, malamang isa po ako sa hinahanap ngayon. Okay, yun. Yun po, kilala naman natin lahat si Pinoy. Bale, ang lagi po nating tinatanong, pag may problema, kaya mo bang mag-isa? Meron ka bang katulong sa pag-resolve ng problema? Kasi ayaw naman natin lahat ng problema. Lahat tayo gusto solusyon, di ba? Sabi ni Governor Salceda, we need to focus on solutions. Solutions because we only have one reason why we are all here. As local government units, we always want to put hope and smiles in our children. Kasama po tayo naninirahan sa bayan kung saan tayo naninilbi. So kung may problema po ang bayan, tayo rin may problema on a personal level. Partnerships are considered one of the most participatory and effective mechanisms to implement sustainable development and enhance international cooperation. Sabi po ito ng United Nations, ibig sabihin po, buong mundo naniniwala sa partnerships. Ngayong hapon po, we'll be sharing with you the partnerships for the climate change adaptation. Tawag po namin dito ay Del Carmen Bayanihan Experience. Kaya po ng sinabi ng ating butihing mayor ng San Mateo. Bayanihan po ang ating rason kung ba't tayo nandito. Siargao po, nakita nyo na kanina yung video. Kami po ay nasa northeast part ng Mindanao. Sa tourism po, lagi namin sinasabi, we're in the southeast part of Cebu. Yan. Again, Del Carmen is one of the 9 municipalities of Siargao Island. We're a 5th-class municipality. Our poverty incidence is 67.24%. Medyo mataas at wala rin kaming pera. Pero we have the largest contiguous mangrove forest in the country, and we're part of the largest NIPAS area in the country. So itong pinakita ko pong picture sa kaliwa po nung ating text. Yan po ang itsura ng mangrove sa taas. Sa baba po, makikita nyo napaka-rich niya in terms of resources. Next. Bakit daw Del Carmen? Napakaliit na munisipyo nito. Na hindi nga to kilala eh. Sabi nila, ng partners namin, meron daw kaming good governance, effective implementation, clear directions and roadmap at sustainable policies. Sa pagkakaalam ko po, lahat po ng munisipyo merong ganyan. Nagkataon lang po na humingi kami. So nung humingi po kami, next please, yung aming pong partners ay nagbigay sa amin ng sort of, some kind of climate adaptation financing in different sectors. So every sector po, sabi po ng ating secretary, ay may epekto po ang climate change. It may be in health, in education, sa environmental management or food security, lahat po ng sektor apektado ng climate change. So yung amin pong ginawa, for every sector, gumawa po kami ng plano, tapos yung plano po, pinakita namin sa mga potential partners na gusto mag-finance on that sector alone. So ito pong nangyari, ito po yung mga partners na aming nakuha. Konti pa lang po ito. We have more than 100 partners. We started with 0 in 2010 when we assumed office. We have now more than 100 partners working with us until today. Meron po dyan mga hindi nyo maiisip bakit po nandun. Gaya po ng New York University. Ano mang ginagawa nila sa Del Carmen? Lahat po yan, kung titinan nyo, from a business perspective, wala ho silang rason para po magnegosyo doon. Kasi wala hong bibili. Wala hong nakakaintindi ng insurance sa amin. So bakit po pupunta ang Insular Foundation? But they're there because we had a good plan and we were able to ask for help. So ito pong mga kasunod po na slides, we'll be sharing with you the Bayanihan experience na ginawa po namin sa aming bayan. Next, please. So syempre, magsisimula po tayo sa governance. Governance is when everybody, sa amin po, sabi tamad po ang mga tao sa amin, ayaw po magtulungan, we prove them wrong. Last March, we did our first Bayanihan Challenge and we're able to gather around 3,000 people to help us build homes. Kasama po dyan, nasimulan na rin namin ang collective and participative governance. And it all starts with the Filipino Bayanihan spirit. Katuwang po namin ang provincial government led by our governor and our congressional representative tumulong po para po ayusin. Kung nakikita nyo po, meron po tayong partners from the national government agencies and from the public and private sectors. So kasama po natin dyan, pinaka-importanting kasama is simbahan. Kasi lumabas po sa study na ginawa po ng New York University sa amin, na pagkasama mo ang simbahan, sa aming bayan lang po, malaki ang hatak mo sa local na communities. So we partnered with the church to get the attention of the local communities. And we're now doing a lot of collective and participative governance programs. In education po, one of the most vulnerable areas. Bakit po? We're an island. As an island community, minsan hindi makakatawid kung ano man information ang gusto mong makarating. Bihira po sa amin ang dyaryo. Pero meron kaming TV, may cable, may internet. So we had to introduce new pedagogies in learning. Through our program called Project Equip, we introduced TV-based learnings, we introduced ICT, again, through private partners together with support from the public sector. Again po, lagi po namin sinasabi, basta humingi po kayo, wag lang kayong mapagod humingi. Meron pong magbibigay. Sa health po, one of the biggest problems of climate change is the health risk. Ang problema po sa health, it's very dynamic. Hindi mo po pwedeng maplano ang health. You'll never know when the next problem will come pagdating sa health. So health has to be owned at the barangay level, the smallest level of a political unit. So ginawa po namin, nag-launch kami ng Seal of Health Governance, which is patterned after the Seal of Good Housekeeping. Barangay level po ang ownership at very clear po ang targets. This is directly related to the MDG goals. So pag minimit po nila yung criteria, mayroon po silang premyo. So sa ganun pong paraan, together again with the partners who supported the program, we have launched it in 2012 and in 2013, last July, we had our first set of awardees at yung aming pong mga problems on maternal mortality at saka infant mortality, medyo nag-i-stabilize na po, bumababa na. On environmental management, again, lahat po ito dahil po sa binigay po na data sa amin ng EcoTown. Ang EcoTown po gave us a tool to understand better how to plan. Hindi po lang sa CLUP, kundi po how to address other sectoral issues like information management, like health issues. So lahat po yan, pinasok po namin, gumawa kami ng plano at yun pong mga planong yun is now considered one of the best practices in the Philippines na nakasama po sa ating climate change adaptation book na ginawa po ng DNR. So again po, in the implementation of environmental management, meron din tayong mga partners. Kasama po dyan yung private at saka public sectors. In agriculture and fisheries, hindi ho, mahirap po sa amin magbenta ng raw materials. Kasi ang logistical cost namin, napakamahal, transporting from the island towards the mainland where we do our trading. So kailangan po, dahan-dahan, i-transfer namin, i-convert namin yung aming goods into high-value products or produce. So yun po ang isa po sa mga produce namin, yung hopyaw. Hindi ko po alam kung familiar kayo sa isang payaw, pero alam ko sa Luzon, hindi yan kinakain eh. Ginagamit yan pang ng pagkain ng baboy, but it's a substitute for us, for rice. Pag maulan, maalon, yun po yung kinakain naming rice. So ngayon, siyempre nakakasawa naman, parang laging kamote kinakain mo. So gawin mo siyang medyo exciting, gawin mong hopya. Na pumatos naman, binibenta namin ngayon. Yung aming Moledo candy, it's a kamote candy. We're now exporting it to the US. Yung aming pong dried fish is already in the market. Biyaheng Sugba is one of our service products, which we will try to discuss later. This last July rin po, we launched our first food security summit wherein 29 of our people's organization represents 1 for each barangay and 9. We have 20 barangays and 9 sectoral people's organizations. So lahat po silang 29 are very active and they have an initial seed capital of 250,000 to start the conversion of developing high-value products. Ang iba po naming produkto, mamaya po papakita ko. Ang iba po naming produkto, mamaya po makikita nyo, inibenta na po namin online through, again, another partner, online marketing partner, www.wowbinhi.com. Nagbebenta po kami ng sagwan at saka maliliit na mga bangka. So yung sagwan po pala, mabenta siya pang decorate sa bahay. No, hindi namin alam yun. Pero nung sinubukan namin, bumibenta pala. We now produce around 60 per month na sagwan pang decorate sa bahay. In terms of the energy sector, again, we also have our off-grid areas. So in off-grid areas, mahirap po talagang maglagay ng line. Yung pong cost ng paglagay ng line, i-absorb po ng buong Pilipinas yan eh. Kada cost na ginagawa natin to produce more energy is shared by the whole country. So nakakahiya naman po sa iba kung magpapalagay kami ng line na kunti lang yung nakatira sa isla. So we explored solar energy. We have 150 households in that island, 100 of which meron na pong solar homes. So they have a minimum of 3 bulbs and a amplifier, FM radio po ang napipick up nila. So again, we have partners in that. So water management po. Water management is another critical area. Again, we are an island. We are mostly a limestone island. Ibig sabihin, yung tubig namin very, very limited po. So ang ginawa po namin was first to declare a watershed. Alam ko, mahirap po na mangangkin ng lupa, lalo na kung maraming claimants. But if you don't do that, kasama ka rin sa nakatira sa isla, mawawalan ka rin ng tubig. So you better do it now or you do it later. It's the same banana. Ginawa na rin namin. Sa tulong po ng aming mga SB, nakapagpasa po kami ng resolusyon na nag-declare kami ng 2,000 hectares na watershed. From a minimum requirement of 100, ginawa namin 2,000. So ongoing na po ang delineation program niya. Sana po mapasama na siya sa watershed. Recognized watersheds of the Philippines para may sarili siyang pondo from the national government. In terms of water systems po, pagdating po sa aming mga island barangays, siyempre we go back to the basics. Imposible rin magdala ng tubig doon. So ang ginawa namin yung ginagawa natin dati pa. Pag isla po, nangongolekta tayo ng tubig ulan. Di ba? Halos lahat ng island barangays natin nangongolekta ng tubig ulan sa kada bahay, nilalagay sa banga. Mahal ang banga eh. So bumili kami plastic. Yung blue na plastic, linisin mo lang yon. Lagyan mo ng magandang funnel, lagyan mo ng filter system na na very indigenous rin. Sand, charcoal, tapos konting mga pebbles, na-filter na yan. Magandang filter system po yan at mura po yan. Meron ka ng drinking water. Pag yung lugar mo, wala pa hong dumi yung hangin. Kagaya po sa amin, sa Siargao, marami po kaming ulan at wala hong dumi. So pwede po namin gawin yon. Ito pong ginagawa namin with the Japanese Embassy. We are now experimenting on delivering water in islands in case pagdating po ng mga panahon po ng habagat na wala hong ulan sa amin. So, dinideliver po yung tubig through a water barge. Drinking water lang po ang tinatarget natin. Kasi yun din yung magiging issue in health pagdating po ng climate changes na magdadala ng mahabang droughts sa ating pong mga bayan. In transport po, mahal po ang cost ng fuel. Kung mahal na sa Manila, na mamahalan na kayo rito, imagine yung pag dumating yan ng isla, kung gaano kamahal. Pag dumating pa yan ng barangay, kung gaano kamahal. Almost 100% increase ang cost ng gasolina. So kung 50 pesos dito, pag pumunta ka sa isang inland na barangay na napakahirap, 100 pesos po per liter. So bakit ka pa bibili ng gasolina? So, ang sinusubukan po namin ngayon ay e-trike. Ngayon, bakit po matagal ang pagsubok? Kasi kagaya po ng sinabi ni Secretary Siring, the approach has to be of economic value. So, ibig sabihin, yung e-trike mo, hindi mo siya basta sabihin lang kasi mas mura in the long term. Kundi dapat may social acceptability. Ang marami po sa ating mga bayan ang hanap buhay sa agriculture. So, kakargahan mo yan ng palay, kakargahan mo yan ng kopra. So, kailangan masubukan nila yon para tanggap sa kanila na pwedeng tumakbo ang isang makina na walang ingay, pero pwede siya magdala ng kopra at saka palay. Otherwise, hindi ho tatanggapin yan. Bisikleta po, magandang alternatibo, mura na rin po. Tsaka habal-habal. Ito po yung sinabi namin kanina, in terms of economic employment and entrepreneurship, what we did was to focus on ecotourism. Ito pong program po na we have a tour of the mangroves. This is an output of our partnership with Unilab. Ngayon po, we are also working with Unilab as they do their leadership programs in our town. So every quarter, we have 40 doctors, top doctors, and we invite the municipalities to suggest if your doctor deserves a leadership program para maintindihan niyo po paano magpatakbo ng isang health program sa munisipyo niyo, to coordinate with Unilab. Naghahanap po sila ng i-develop na mga doktor para po maging active or they have an understanding of public health management. So yung pong mga boats, yan po ang binibenta namin ngayon online. Lastly, housing. Housing is very critical in adaptation. And housing, marami na pong organizations ngayon that focus on housing. So sabi nga ni Governor Salceda kanina, sabi ni Gov. Joey, pag hindi kaya, ilipat mo, itakbo mo. So may mga areas din kami na hindi na namin kayang lagyan ng dike o lagyan ng pantalan kasi wala kaming pera eh. Pero merong mga kumpanyang willing gumawa ng bahay. E di ilipat. E di ba mas madali yun? Kaysa i-insist mo yung solution mo, meron naman laging isa pang solusyon. Eh. Hindi laging solusyon natin ang the best. Laging merong alternative that may even be better. And ito po, ngayon yung ginawa po naming bahay, last March, we started with 0. We now have 25 families that we moved from high vulnerable areas to low-risk areas. So maganda na po yung bahay nila, maayos pa hindi pa sila natatakot tuwing bumabagyo at umuulan. And again, this was done through public-private partnership. Lastly po, marami pa po tayong pwedeng gawin together. Again, the bayanihan in the Filipinos, hindi po ibig sabihin yan pang relief lang. Hindi po tuwing may disaster lang. The bayanihan can also be in preparation, in mitigation, in reduction of risk. Last week po, we were able to do Siargao It Up. It's our first marathon that was supported by 3,000 runners in the island of Siargao, together with the MVP group of companies. So wala po kaming pera. Nagasta ko lang po ay 70,000 pesos. Ang nagasta po nila para po gawin yung buong event is around 3 million to 5 million pesos. So that was money placed locally. So we have now a local economy running. And again, as we all experienced hardships, we'd like to thank all that has helped and continues to help those who are victims of Yolanda. Again, we always ask ourselves, if we were able to do it a small town in the middle of nowhere, bakit hindi po kaya ng ibang munisipyong mas malalaki, ng ibang community mas may access po sa partners? So we always ask you, what's your bayanihan story? Maraming salamat po. Salamat Karadyaw sa Ijo Horot. That's our Surigao way of saying thank you. Again, let us all remember why we are all here, why we serve in the public, simply because to bring always hope and smiles to our children. Maraming salamat po.
Marami pong salamat, Mayor Coro, for bringing hope and smiles to all of us this afternoon.
With my own two hands, make a better place.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, to share with us the initiatives of the agriculture sector,